Hi, this is just a quick snippet before the video begins. Make sure you go on Instagram if you have that and check out Mother of All Dinosaurs. Or, sorry, Mother of All the Dinosaurs. She makes some fantastic art pieces. They are really good and they're high quality and they're just really good. This isn't a sponsored segment or anything. I just love the work she does. If you enjoy cute dinosaurs, definitely check her out. Follow her on Instagram. And yeah, now to the video. This is the video I've been wanting to do ever since I got the MonsterArts Shimo. Basically, that was an expensive figure that I bought, and I kind of want to get some views. I wanted to get some views to feel validated for buying this figure. Anyways, this is the retrospective I've been planning for a really long time now. I hope you guys enjoy the MonsterArts Godzilla Kong: The New Empire retrospective on the main 4, not SUKO and Mothra. I don't have them yet.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
I'm gonna be 100% real when I say that this is the best these figures will look. These 4 together right here are some of the most fun I've ever had posing figures. I'm not being hyperbolic or sarcastic when I'm saying that. I genuinely mean it. These 4 are some of the most fun I've ever had posing figures. Not you. These 4 figures are very fun when you have them all together. They're very articulated. The limitations in the articulation don't really hinder anything, and overall they are just so fun to pose around, and I really do enjoy posing these 4 figures around. Now let's start with the individual ones, starting with oh good god, hindsight, it's 2025. I got this figure last year. Oh wow, he does not hold up at all. This figure is poo-poo. He's so poo-poo. This figure is not good, and I'm gonna go over the reasons why he's not good. Is he an improvement over the G21? Yes, mainly the articulation. It's very much more, it's fluid. It's more fluid than him. His tail is very stiff. His, you can curve very well. The paint is better on him, sort of, other than the parts where it's not. I already did a review on him. I said he's not that bad. Hindsight, it's 2025. Don't buy him. He is lazy and pointless, and there's really no other reason to buy him other than that, the beam. This is really the only reason to buy him. I cannot even, but even then, like, get a Haya figure, man, or just, I'm sure you could go on any website right now and buy an atomic breath accessory. Don't spend, like, you could probably get a bootleg, or, which I don't condone buying bootlegs. Get anything other than this. It's not worth it. This is like 80 bucks down the frickin' drain. Just don't do it. And it is truly, honest to God, depressing to me to see that NECA in 2019, probably some of NECA's worst, let's be real. And I mean by that, like, company-wise, less figure-wise, because this is a good figure. This is just pathetic. There is, like, nothing. There is nothing here of anything. The metallic blue is nice, yes. The teeth are fine, and the mouth paint is fine. And the claws are actually painted and stuff. So he's objectively, quote-unquote, not bad. But other than the part where he's lazy, there's no need to buy him at all. If you want this, go buy something else, honestly. There's just no reason to pick this thing up. The sculpt's inaccurate. The sculpt is bad in most places. The head, i.e. the head. And it's just not worth buying it, man. Get the Haya toys instead. It's on Big Bad Toy Store for pre-order. I think you can actually buy it right now. Buy that. Don't buy this. It sucks. Don't buy this. This is a bad figure. Solely because it's just a lazy dumpster fire, and I really wish I made that clear in my review. Don't buy this as a dumpster fire. Anyways, moving on to Godzilla Evolved. I would like to preface this video segment by saying this is my favorite Godzilla design. I loved how jacked he is. I love how just disproportionate his body is. He's just bulking up at the gym. I mean, compare the biceps on this guy to the 2021 Godzilla. Oh my god, bro has been hitting the gym. He's on that lean, dude. He is not, this isn't like a big Godzilla where he's like trying to get all muscular and stuff. This is a Godzilla who's leaned out, bro. He hit the gym. He's skinny. He is just lean as hell. He's awesome. I really like this design. The pink translucent dorsal plates are great, and it really bugs me that this figure is not as good as I wish it was. Basically, my biggest problem with this figure is I was expecting this to be one of the best SH MonsterArts figures, and he's really not. He's not even like top 10. He is kind of mid, and that really bugs me. He's got a lot of problems with him. One of the biggest ones I have nowadays is this area. It just looks bad. This paint at the neck area, it just looks wrong. And the dry brushing is still kind of crappy in some areas. Look how thick it is on the arm here and on the chest. And then other areas like the tail is just nothing, man. There's literally nothing. So I really like some aspects of this figure. One thing I don't like is the jaw design. It's garbage. And somebody actually mentioned it in my video. They said that his jaw was broken. And it kind of is. Which makes this the second broken copy I've had. So, because I disassembled it, it kind of is broken. So that's two broken copies. I'll say broken copies of this figure. I'll put that in quotation. Broken copies of this figure I got. Because technically, the first one was a little bit user error. Primarily, it should not have been that tight in the first place. But it was also kind of user error. I probably should have snapped the joint. Still, that being said, this is $140. It's not worth it. That's gonna be a running trend in this. It's not worth it. And now I get to review a figure. I've never reviewed this figure before, and I have 3 of them. Uh-oh. Whoopsie doozies. Now, the primary reason for why I've never reviewed the SH MonsterArts Kong is because I just don't have a lot to say about him. He's not a bad figure at all. The base SH MonsterArts Kong here is not a bad figure at all. In fact, I would say he's good. I would say this is a very solid Kong. If you have this Kong, good news, you have a very solid King Kong figure. The details are all very nice. This is the new Empire one. And they painted on the scars. Why is that a problem? Because they had one with molded scars, and they didn't use it in a move that only Bandai would pull off. I can't imagine another toy company pulling this move off. That's a joke. Instead of repainting this Kong, instead of repainting the event-exclusive Kong with the scarring, no, they repainted the 2021 Kong. Why? This isn't a bad figure, but he doesn't have the scarring. You see how that? But even then, that scarring, that's sculpted on there. You can feel it. I can feel it. That is sculpted on scarring, I think. Let me double check. No, it's painted on, I think. Yeah, I think it's painted on. I was talking on my butt. That's painted on scarring. Okay, that's fine. Pause. So I'm actually an idiot because those scars are sculpted on. This is sculpted. The cuts are actually in there. This is painted on, right? The main scar. But these are actually sculpted in. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. What a great looking figure. I really like this Kong, right? Okay, awesome. So what do? They reuse the freaking 2021 Kong. Why? Why would you do that? Why? There's no reason to do that. Is it because, oh, they're healed now? No, it's not. You guys just wanted... I genuinely don't understand. Was that the reason? Was that the reason? Because they healed now? And you wanted to keep it consistent? If that's the reason, why are you using the same inaccurate sculpt? A big problem with this Kong in particular didn't really apply to the other 2021 Kongs because they were smaller than Godzilla. They kind of got away with it, and they were at a fine scale. This one suffers because he's smaller than Scar King. That's not how it is in the movie. This is a problem. It's a problem because Kong is a manlet now. He's tiny as hell. To prove my point, here he is. Here's Scar King. Lanky Kong is just a beast. I've shown this off before. Come on, man. Like, really? Like, he's a monster. Now it's time to get into the funny. The Beast Glove sucks. I said this in my Scar King review. The Beast Glove broke twice. 2 times. Broke twice. It broke twice. 2 times. That's a scam. Now, if you were to get one of these 3 Kongs, which one would I recommend you buy? If you want just a really good MonsterVerse Kong, right? You don't care about the Beast Glove or anything, get the SDCC exclusive. It's very good. If you want a Kong that is a MonsterVerse Kong that is compatible with the Beast Glove, get this one. Because, yes, these two are compatible with the Beast Glove, but the color matching is just, it's off enough to where it bugs me personally. You could totally just, I've said it before, pop this joint, instead of the whole arm off, you pop this joint off of this bicep. I'll show you what I mean. Pop this off of this, right? So you pop this off of this, right? The Beast Glove off. And then you pop this off, this bicep, off this, and then you just attach it like that, and that's how that looks, right? So you do that, and that looks pretty okay, especially since it's supposed to be like frostbite damage, right? That's my cope. You do that, and that looks fine. You know, I had that for a while, actually. I was like, okay, this is completely fine. Until, you know, until the Beast Glove disintegrated in my hands. Here are some pictures. Until the Beast Glove just completely disintegrated in my arms. Disintegrated in my hands, it was fine. Which is a funny thing that this glove has now done to me twice, is it's actually disintegrated in my hands 2 times. The design of this thing is ridiculously stupid, and I can't believe Bandai did this. Actually, yes, I can. Bandai, for me, has notoriously been absolutely dog poo-poo with robots and mechanical things. And this is just another example of that. Because instead of having, I don't know, literally any other design for this segment, they decided to go with the worst one and have it be 2 small little pegs. Yes, you heard that. 2 small little pegs as the elbow bend. So that means the range is worse, the durability is worse, and it's made of cheap-ass yellow plastic. Yellow plastic is notoriously brittle. Oh, this is stupid. Kong came with his axe, and I actually like the axe. It looks really nice. It's translucent, too. I still think the event exclusive one's better, but this is not bad looking. Arm. Replacement arm, I guess, right? Knuckle walkers, which is one of the big reasons why I actually recommend this figure. I think this one edges out the SDCC. The SDCC doesn't come with knuckle walkers, which bugs me a lot. So I do prefer the knuckle walkers over like the splayed hands, but I would see how you could prefer the other one. But I do prefer this Kong because of the knuckle walkers. And then, you know, grabby hands and these hands too. I also, the relaxed hands I prefer over the splayed ones and stuff. This is, in my opinion, better. And here's just my last thing about all these Kongs. And just, I haven't put the arm back on. All these Kongs. Right? I'll sit them down like good guys, right? Good monkey squad, right? They're all different colors. They really should have stuck with one color here. Probably this one or that one. I think that one's the best. Maybe. I prefer this one. I think this color is my favorite. They should have stuck with one color for all of these. For hands, everything. Because then we could have swappable accessories. Interchangeableness. Options. This would have been a lot better for the consumer, which is who I care about. Instead, we get 3 different Kongs, 3 different colors, 3 different accessory packs. Good job. Just another act of Bandai trying to scrape every money from your pockets, because if they actually cared, they would have made them one color. They would have made that Kong, and they would have stuck that Kong with each color. But no. Instead, even right, okay, this, move this guy out of the way, right? They're not meant for DLC. Okay, fine. Then have that Kong be the standard edition, right? It comes with all the fun stuff. Then have this Kong be the SDCC exclusive one, right? Okay, that's fine. Great. Then what you do is you make this Kong a new Kong. You don't repaint that Kong. You make this a new sculpt. And then you include the Beast Glove with him. You don't do this DLC garbage with Scar King. This is just stupid. It's stupid and it's useless and dumb. Rant over onto Scar King. I think that Scar King here is probably the most dumb fun figure I own. Let me explain what I mean by dumb fun. I can stand him up. Okay, he's not gonna fall. What I mean by dumb fun is he's kind of really bad in some areas, but he's also fun. And I think that's just more of the character. Here's what I mean by that. Since this is based off the character from the movie, who's a really good character, and I mean that. Scar King's the best monster villain, don't at me. What I mean by that is, this design is really good, and it just lends itself well to articulated figures. I mean, like, right, here's where I'm at with it. Because, like, I like messing with him. He's a very solid figure. He's a decent figure, right? Other than, like, you know, the elbow articulation being a little limited and stuff. He's not $100 worth it, but he's, like, fine, you know? But he's a little tall, and he's a little mid, and the paint's kind of I wish he was a lighter color. But, like, he's not bad. I would say, if you want one figure from the New Empire, get him. Because he's a little pricey, but welcome to the world of SH Monster. It's hell here. He's not bad, but he's not good. He's not, like, the greatest toy of all time, but he's definitely not bad. I would argue he's middle of the road. He's mid. He's mid. Yeah. Silly monkey here, Evil Kong, lanky Kong, he has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face, is probably your best one. If you want to just get one New Empire figure, probably go with this one from SH, because he's also going to work very well with the highest stuff. He's more in scale with the highest stuff, I think. Anyways, I've already made a review for him, check that out. I also made one on Godzilla Evolved, check that out. On to, oh god, oh no. Oh god, here we go. On to the Shimo the Ice Dog. This is the only part I'm recording in 60 FPS because it's what most of you actually care about and why you click this video, care about. This freaking figure is not very good, but it's not bad, and I do enjoy it. It's literally just Scar King all over again. She's incredibly overpriced. The paint chips way too easily, and here, time to show it. Where's the paint chipping? I will take 5 seconds to find it. On this side, I think there's some chipping right there. Oh, look at that. Ain't that wonderful? Don't you love to see that? Wow. Oh, right there. Oh, there's more right there. The paint loves the chip. Yay. Now, that being said, the paint is terrible, but oh, it looks good, man. Like, you get the light shot. Oh, that looked good. There is purple paint, at least on mine. I saw Steven Toy Reviews, his video. His did not have any purple, apparently, on the crystals here. Like, that purple glycerin. Mine does, and it looks really good. You can see it right here. It looks good. It looks really good. Like, the painting, it looks good. Like, you can see that shiny paint. Dude, it looks nice. Like, this just looks good. And I know that the black claws are not technically movie accurate, but yet again, I just prefer Shimo to look with the black claws, I'm gonna be honest. So, personally, I think that it looks good. If anything, it looks good, and it feels good. It just so happens that the paint sucks. Because I will say, this figure has a heft that is very strange for an SH MonsterArts figure for me. Not many of these figures are heavy. They're mainly focused on the joints. This big mama is a heavy tank of a figure. And now we're gonna get into... I've complimented this thing enough. Now it's time to get into the part that is terrible. The articulation. I would just like to mention, I didn't go over his articulation, because if you have one, you have them all, and I'm guessing most of you have at least one of these. But if you don't, here, I'll do it really fast. Ball joints here, ball joint here, so you can get some nice tilting. Ball joint here, about that far up. Ball joint here, double bend at the elbow, much better than Scar King's. And you can't straighten it out as much, but still better than Scar King's. Ball joint at the wrist, ball joints, all ball joints down the arm. Very nice. Ball joint here, I can actually Oh, I popped his leg off. So this is on a shifting joint. So I'll move up and down. This is the joint. Oh my god! This is on this system here. So that's how that looks, right? So, ooh, monkey. Legs, ball joints, they have that shifting joint, so you can move them up and down. Diaper here, and then ball joint system throughout the leg, and then this is basically the shell, and then there's a ball joint at the toe. That's Kong's articulation. It's very simple. It's very rundown. I gotta do the Beast Club, don't I? Ball joint at the shoulder, so this part is the same. Then there's a smaller barbell style joint here and in there, but good luck twisting that. You're cooked. Ball joint at the wrist, and then 2 ball joints here. Yet again, it's basically just a hinge. This is basically a hinge. That's a hinge. So don't treat it like a hinge. Don't treat it like a ball joint. Big Mommy Tommy Shimo. I have a lot to say about this articulation, so I'm gonna try to move pretty fast here. Okay, the head. The jaw can only move about that far. And that's not a joke. It can move about that far. That is not a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, the jaw articulation on Shimo is the same one they used for Godzilla Evolved, and it's horrible. And I never want to see it again. Please never do this again. Put a ball joint. But what you can do is underneath, you can come down and you can shave a little bit of this plastic off. It looks a little uglier, but you could just do that. But what now this happens is if you move the head up, you can actually get way more articulation from this jaw. So I did that. You don't have to do that. But mine can now move from here, like about there, I think it was, yeah, about there, to here. So not much improvement, but it's better than this, which is pathetic. So I did that. I didn't talk about the eyes on the painting. The eyes are very well done. You can't really see that. The eyes are like perfect. They are very pretty, I think. The eyes are very pretty. Very pretty looking. Alright, now going down the neck. Oh god, this is going to take forever. The neck is on a series of ball joints. They could be a little tight, so be careful, but they are just on a series of ball joints. And the tongue is also on a ball joint that is translucent. So if that breaks, yeah, this is translucent plastic. That's stupid. Translucent plastic is horrible. This is on a shifting joint, so the neck can shift up and down. And then there's just a whole lot of stuff here that just moves around, right? This little segment is on a double ball joint. It's very small, be careful. Now, oh god, oh my god, this part's gonna hurt my brain. Okay, we have right here a barbell joint here and here. What I had to do is I had to glue this whole segment here, right? This segment where the legs are attached, because the damn thing would not stop falling off every time I tried to move it. So I had to super glue that joint into there. And then, funny story, I had to do some major figure surgery on, I believe it is this joint right here. So this is on a double barbell, right? So that's actually good. I'm glad I took this off. So you can see how this whole thing works. It's on a series of double barbell joints, like so. But it just turns out that this segment right here was freaking stuck. Like, literally stuck. Like, I could not move this segment for the life of me. It was stuck on there. I had to sit there for 2 hours fucking it with a hairdryer. That was not my best word usage. Using a hairdryer, melting the plastic. I had to twist and turn so much. I did not want to break this. This was a $260 figure. I really didn't want to break it. And then I finally got in there and I had to put soap on it to fix the joint. It was a hell. It was hell to go through. Absolute nightmare. I'm not joking. It was hell. I don't know if I have any pictures, but if I do, I will put them up here because it was a nightmare. Legs. So Shimo has very good range at the neck, actually, because this segment is on a very good barbell. Like very shifty, slidey. It's a weird system, and you're gonna have to learn it. It's a system you have to learn, but once you do learn it, it is very, very neat. So this segment, this one, right? So the legs, because every time I'd spin the legs like this, the legs can move a full 360, but be careful. The gap cover here, right? This gap cover here loves to get out of tune, like out of funk. So you have to kind of realign that a little bit, which combined with the easy chip paint is going to make you want to end the world. bend that far, straighten that far. This is on a ball joint here, and then a calf joint. No claw joints. Higher one, that one. Here we got more ball joints, so you can get a nice crunch, like so. More chipping paint. I would like to zoom in on that. More chipping paint right here. Go to hell. Legs, the hind legs, stretch that far, bend that far. They're on a series of ball joints, so you can do all sorts of fun stuff. Get splits about that far. These are joint covers, so then the feet are there actually, so just so you know. And the tail is SH MonsterArts goodness, other than the good parts, because it loves to pop off and disintegrate, but it is good for what it is. Be careful and try not to disintegrate it. Now, a big contention that I had when this figure got announced, I think I called it in one of my previous videos. This was a horrible idea. Number one, these spikes are inaccurate. And number two, they look like the God of War Chaos Blades. And number three, they're on ball joints. And these guys love to pop off. For me, it's actually not as bad, but I have heard people just loving these things, love to run away. So be warned about that. But the tail articulation is pretty good. And I do kind of appreciate these sometimes. Other times they make me want to lose my brain. But now, let's talk about the biggest problem with this. Now, if this figure, and I mean this, was the same price as Godzilla Evolved, $140, I would love it. Okay? I would love this figure. But he's not. It's $260. And that price is out of control. It is a joke. If you think this justifies $260, you're joking around. I've said it so many times. I've made like 8 videos about it. I can't be any more crystal clear. The price is crazy. This is before any tariffs or anything like that, man. Or any political garbage. This is the price they gave us, man. Okay? Okay. They said, yeah, we'll charge this for $260. Now, I like this. I'm going to be honest. I do like this figure. Just not for $260. And especially with the paint chipping, the articulation, the tight joints, all that fun stuff. You know, the stuff you come to expect from the high-end collectible Godzilla line. Like, $260, you could just take a hike and get out of here, because that's insane. Like, this is not worth $260. This is worth $140 maximum. Is $150. You're crazy. You're a lunatic to buy this thing for $260. Ooh, Benix. Big Bad Toy Store. Every other website. Pretty much. $240. There's a little thing called shipping. If you say this is $240, you're wrong, because you can't buy this thing anywhere online or anywhere in stores. You have to get it from the website. You have to pay for shipping. $260. Unless you're using Amazon Prime, but even then, you're still paying for it, because you're paying for the subscription to Amazon Prime. So you're you are still paying around $260 for this thing. This is not worth $260. And I really hate saying this. Don't buy this. Wait for the higher. Get that, because it's good. It's good for the price, and it's good in general. This is not good for the price, and it has way too many flaws to holding it back, especially since it's damn near $300. Okay, context. I just did the calculations in my calculator for this comparison. I am shocked. I am shocked. Okay, that is one SH MonsterArts Shimo for the price of the low price of $260. Now, let's start out with what you can buy. Let's play a little game. What you can get for the same price as that. Okay, here is a Playmates $10 Shimo, we're starting very low. The bar is very low. You can buy this, right? You can still buy this. You can secure it for about 10 bucks, right? Amazon, I'm sure. Walmart still have some of them, right? Targets. You can get him. You can still get him. And I'm sure Playmates will do re-releases and stuff. He's a pretty good figure, you know, or I guess she's a pretty good figure, you know. Got the big old flappy mouth, all that fun stuff. Whatever. This is an review for that. $10. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Let's go same price, right? $10. You got the Drowned Viper. Okay, very fun figure, you know, very fun. You can wrap around stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to sell you that. $10, right? That's already 2 figures. You got 2 figures that are very good right there. That's $20 right there. Okay. Now let's see. You got this $30 Godzilla mask. I like where you open his mouth, he roars. Very cool, right? $30. That's $30 right there. That's $30. $30 power right there. You can have Godzilla and you get 2 toys. That's $30 right there. Now, this is where shit gets crazy. So you got $30, 20, that's $50 right there. All right, that's $50. Roughly around, you know, taxes and stuff. That's $50 right there. Okay, cool. Now what you can do is you can get yourself a very nice energized Godzilla or any of the Hyatt Toys Godzillas, $50, right? So what are we at? $100? Okay, that's $100 right here. You can get yourself one of those bad boys, right? I get that one. $100 right there. Okay, now let's grab let's throw a bigger figure in here. What about some dinosaurs? I know you guys like dinosaurs, right? Here is the Hammond Collection Allosaurus. You can safely secure this for about $40 at your local Target. That's what is that? What are we at right now? We're at 140 bucks. Sure. We're roughly around 140 bucks. We still got $100 to go. Roughly, take it or leave it. 100 bucks. Let's throw in Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. You can safely secure this at a Target. I have seen him at a Target. You can get him at Target. You can get him at Big Bad Toy Store. You can probably get him on Amazon now. Hasbro Pulse. Those stores. You can get this about $100, $110. That's roughly around what? That is roughly around the same price as one of you. One. You pain me, SH MonsterArts. I like this figure, but yet I cannot recommend it to anyone because you can buy this. All this. Look at all, and this isn't even like he came with hands, right? Like he comes with hands, and he comes with the trailer, the roller, the battles, the axe, the gun, anything you can ask for. This comes with the beam. He roars. He's got electronics in him. All this for the same price as one SH MonsterArts Shimo. I am really, and like people ask, Aiden, you're so hard on the SH MonsterArts. Like, why? Fucking the same price. Look at all these cool figures I can own. Look at all the fun that can be had, all the posing options, and the fun, like, look, I can be Godzilla, and I could still, depending on where you buy him, I remember Kowalski Toys was selling him for $300. So let's be fair, you know, let's be fair. Let's throw on, what do I have in my proximity here? Just throw in another Voyager class Transformer into the pile. You're paying for all this, all these goodies, all this fun stuff. You're paying roughly the same price as you would for one of those. You can buy whatever you want. I'm not here to be your dad saying you can't buy that. If you want that, buy it. But it's a stack. It's a stack. Buy it if you want it, but you could have all this. All these cool figures. Shit, if you want, you could buy. Let's just take a tour. You can buy 2 Hyatt Toys King Ghidorahs for the same price. That's the video. You could buy 3 of him.
almost 3. You could almost buy 3 of him for 1 SH. I'm done. I'm
gonna be completely honest. When I added all those figures up, and I got to the price of 1 SH MonsterArts Shimo, even in today's world where everything's super expensive, that shocked me. I was shocked with how much you could buy for $260 as opposed to 1 SH MonsterArts Shimo. Right? Okay. Are these the worst figures ever? No. But I feel comfortable now after doing this overview, calling Bandai the biggest scam artist of all time. Why? Because they got me to pay $680. Damn near, we're $400 off from $1,000. Sorry, we're $320 off, roughly, take it or leave it, from $1,000 on 6-inch Godzilla figures. Like, I get the economy, the world economy and money right now is kind of like effed up. But hey, Bandai, and I just hope someone somewhere hears this from someone. You gotta take it back. I mean, it is truly hilarious to me that Hiya Toys, a Chinese-based company, gets hit with a $35 tariff and increases their prices by $6 for all pre-orders. I am truly baffled that I spent $680. Do I like these figures? Yeah, I do. I like every single one of them, even faults and all. Even him, even worthless. I like these figures. I bought them because I like them, and I knew I was going to like them, and I was going to take care of them and cherish them, really, really like them. I am baffled. I am truly baffled that this is supposed to be the best articulated Godzilla line, and it's this. I'm Benix0G32, or used to be. I'm Benix & Co. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!